Welcome back to Crash and Eddie. This is going to be a great show today. It's going to be calming. Don't worry, the cop on the beat got their man. So we're going to talk about that a little bit on this show. Crash is in Miami.
Hey! How's it going, Eddie?
What's going on, man?
Oh, I finally made it. Wasn't easy, but I made it down here, and I'm getting ready to jump on the boat and head out tomorrow morning to the Caribbean, and we'll be doing some broadcast.
From the Bahamas, right?
Yeah. From the Bahamas, from the boat, from wherever I am.
All right. Cool. So you are going to the Bahama Mamas.
I got to tell you, Eddie, my plans changed. We're not going to Bahamas. We're just heading down to the Keys and then crossing over to Cuba and then over down Cayman Islands and maybe, I don't know where else.
Trying to avoid authoritative figures down there in the Bahamas, are you?
No, just the weather isn't cooperating that direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
What are you showing me here?
All right.
On the screen here, all these bubbles.
You showed me. You introduced me to this, man. This is Bitless, and it's been a while.
Yeah.
But you know what I noticed? A lot of small ones, man.
It is. I see that too. I've been on here other times where there's a whole bunch of big bubbles, but maybe it's just the time of day. Who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting.
What markets are opening up, and what part of the world's sleeping and not. But every once in a while, you'll see a huge square one come through, and that's when the actual block is put on the. That's the block size that's getting put on the ledger,
Right?
Or on the blockchain. So that's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean,
it's a good thing to.
Yeah. So, 0.01 Bitcoin. What is that? $170?
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. But you know what, Crash? It's good to see Bitcoin up off of that 1,700 mark today, huh?
Did it get over 18? I really haven't had a whole lot of chance to look at it. Last time I looked at it was 17.7.
Yeah, it's been around that every time I've seen it today. Yeah, so...
But there was a bump, so that's good. That's what we want. We want to see a bump, and it was across crypto was a bump. The stock market bumped up. The CPI numbers came in at 7.1 when they were expecting 7.3. And, that's great. And then tomorrow we got the Fed meeting. So we should have a really good indication of what they're planning going down the road here.
Dude, this is really interesting when you look at these bubbles. Because
there's a button. There's a button down there. I can't see what's in the bubbles. Is it actually in dollars or is it in Bitcoin?
It's in Bitcoin.
Okay, so down below you can click on a button and it'll put it into dollars.
Show units in USD instead of Bitcoin. Okay, I gotcha. I just clicked that.
It takes a minute to
okay. But I've never seen so many. These are like $17 transactions and stuff. That's
I mean, people do that all the time. Every little transaction, people little bits of Bitcoin for all kinds of stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and now you also got the Lightning Network that I think is on here as well.
Right.
See, here we have. See, look at this big square one.
Yeah, there's your block, huh?
Yeah, that's your block. What's the dollar amount in there?
Oh, what is it? I don't see. It just says block number of transactions, block size. It doesn't say transaction volume 0 BTC. I don't know. It doesn't. You know what? I don't think that is a dollar amount because it's the block going through. That's all it is. It's not. It's all transactions.
Yeah.
So yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I think maybe if you have the Bitcoin clicked instead of USD, it might show the number of Bitcoin on there.
Maybe.
In the block.
Right.
But I don't know. I haven't really looked at this in detail for quite a while.
Yeah, we haven't been on this one for quite a while, man.
This is
So,
really good to sleep. I love to sleep with this. Back in 2016, 17, 18, sometimes I go to sleep with this playing in the background, those little bubbles.
wow. All right. All right, let's catch up on some news, people. Don't worry. The authorities got their man. So
Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested yesterday sometime, put into custody by the Bahamian authorities under the direction of the U.S. Department of Justice. And do you remember exactly what they put out a statement saying what charges were pending? I know it was wire fraud conspiracy, money laundering, and there's two more.
yeah, I'm on CNBC here. Yeah, they unsealed the documents. It's all the drama they create with this, really. It's all
we gotta talk about the fact that he was supposed to testify today in front of Congress, and then all of a sudden, maybe we shouldn't let him do that. We better arrest him quick.
Exactly. A lot of stupidity going on. I listened to a little bit of it on CNBC. I saw a lot of stupidity, but one actually said that. One congressman's like, does it make sense? And they're asking the guy that's running the show now, who also did Enron. He's like, would it have been helpful to get him here first and have him talk for 5 hours before us, before arresting him? And he's like, yeah, it would have been helpful. And, it does.
It does. It just reeks of some type of, cover up.
Right. Yeah,
with all those political donations that he made with other people's money that were stolen fraudulently, there's other people involved.
Yeah.
And
so
I'll be damned if we don't find out who they are. I'm going to be furious.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. So here's what you were asking. Conspiracy to defraud the U.S., which I want to talk about, wire fraud, securities fraud, and money laundering.
Yeah, wire fraud.
Yeah, to defraud the U.S. So that's how the SEC is going to get out of it and say, oh, well, we pulled the wool over our eyes, too. Yeah, we haven't a clue. It's like, what do you mean? You're the cop on the beat. You're the regulators, and you were regulating this. So what happened, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of... It's infuriating.
No, it stinks. It just reeks.
Yeah, and now it's just, crypto bad. That's, you know what? Put your regulations in place. It's a global asset. I love that about it. And, we don't run the globe. We try to, but there's other countries and other people that they want an asset. They want to be able to save or just have a bank on their phone. It's just, that's what it is.
Not only do they want it, they deserve it.
Right, yeah.
As a human being, you deserve to be able to store your value safely.
Right.
We have the technology now.
Only at a bank. You have to walk. We have to put up our brick building and get all our people in there, and you got to walk in and get in line. And if you should ever want it out. Yeah, if you should ever want it out.
Identify yourself.
Yeah.
Identify yourself.
Because that's what they do with all the money laundering they're doing. It's all identified. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is going to be a lot for sure.
Yeah. So.
So what was you mentioned earlier today that one of the congressmen said something funny about, he called it not cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah. He's like, and this is why we pay him too. They work for us so they can make their jokes. He's like, oh,
yeah.
Could we call it, would you guys be opposed? And he asked all official and stuff. He's like, what do you think? Would you guys be in favor of calling it, instead of crypto, creepy dough? Everyone's just, silent and stuff. It's like, really? Yeah. All you have to do is look at the U.S. dollar. If you want to get creeped out, take a real hard look at your U.S. dollar bill.
Yeah. That's so cryptic.
It's... Anyways, so this...
In God we trust.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And, you and I were talking... Who knows what they're doing behind the scenes while they distract all the masses with this? Stuff's going down,
Yeah.
So
this might be an indication that something really, really big is going to happen.
Yeah, there's so much that is
like the reset.
Yeah,
They're gonna reset.
It's just screaming that's what's going on now. It's all the CBDCs coming out. Everything, now, we got to put our laws in place. And I'm hearing behind the scenes, they are just scooping this stuff up left and right. More institutional buying of these assets, and which is such a fraudulent market in itself. Why are you allowed to buy the assets without driving them up? It makes no sense.
No futures trading.
Yeah, we can go under the counter or over the counter. It's really under the counter, but they call it over the counter.
They're masters. There's masters at language.
Yeah, they are, man. It's just the deception is just sickening, man. Anyways, so there's that. Let's see what else we got going on the news. This is just a quick one to catch you guys up. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment or suggestion. We're getting close to our giveaway. Hopefully before the end of the year, but maybe not. I don't know, man. We'll see. It's probably going to be when you're away, though, Crash, at this point.
No, I'm never away, Eddie. I'm just a phone call away.
That's true. Let's see. Bahamas regulators slam New York FTX chief for key misstatements. Yeah, right. Sure, they were misstatements. Let's see. Here's Hester Pierce has seen no real movement on SEC crypto regulations since she joined in 2018. She just lays them out. I love that about her. FTX did its invoicing expenses over Slack and QuickBooks.
There isn't a whole lot of other news, I don't think.
Not really. They're really
pounding this. I mean, this and the CPI numbers. Everybody's waiting. A lot of people are waiting for the Fed meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But then what's happening on Thursday?
Thursday is
settlement.
Okay.
Potential settlement.
So the latest on this is not settlement, but the judge comes out and basically how do I want to put this, man? She comes out and she just gives a decision basically on it. So it doesn't end up being a settlement. It ends up being a decision. And the whole crypto space gets screwed basically for a little bit. I don't think anything will happen significantly over the long run. But they'll freak out because none of them will get any clarity. Ripple gets its clarity.
That makes sense. I could see that happen.
And supposedly she goes on vacation from December 17th to January 15th. So if it's not done the 15th, everything's going to be on hold till into January, which I wouldn't be surprised either. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me in the least. But that's what they're saying. It's not a settlement. It's a judgment. And she's going to do it.
She's probably eager to be done with this.
A lot of times they like to do that before the year ends, A lot of times I've heard that.
And then everybody's gone. Nobody can get on them. All the other agencies or heads and judges are all on vacation. And
they clean their slate.
Take a lot of heat.
Yeah, they clean their slate.
Heat on
And it's like, she knows her decision. Why are you waiting for a month? Is that supposed to be swift justice? Make your decision and move on. So I could totally see it happening. But I could see it not too. So it doesn't, I'm far more excited. I mean, that would be cool if they get a decision, if it goes their way. And if it doesn't, I mean, Ripple said basically, if they're declared as security, they're out of the U.S. So I don't believe I don't think they're going to get declared as security, but it doesn't. Outside of the U.S., they're not anyways, so.
I mean, they could. I mean, they're definitely not a commodity.
No. I don't know about that.
Either they're going to be declared a security or a utility. And they're going to have all kinds of special rights.
To me, it seems like once these guys, if I was the G, I would say, and I think Hester Pierce actually put this out there, that there's like a window, and once you've gone past, you have 2 years to become decentralized, and at that point, you are a commodity. You're a special, or whatever special asset you are, but you're not a security. Because the whole thing that makes these things securities is the way they floated them. So, but after a while, if you become decentralized, then you're not a security. So she kind of put that out there, and what's his name never even looked at it. He never even considered it, because guess what? Then they don't get all their fees and all their, their little backdoor deals,
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to think about that. But, honestly, if there wasn't chicanery with the way they floated, and it's been out there for years, like let's say Cardano, for instance, it should just be a commodity. Let it trade, do what you want with it, or a special asset like nothing else. The one thing it isn't is a security. It's there's no ownership rights with it. That's the thing about it.
Cardano?
Yeah, there's no ownership rights with any of these cryptos. That's
Yeah, it's not decentralized though either.
Well, that's true. Although, is Cardano's, is that your take on it?
They got a CEO. You're not decentralized if you have a CEO.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe that's why Hoskinson's freaking out so much. He seems to be lately.
Yeah. So he's been getting out there. I think he's more just, trying to keep the industry safe than anything else.
Yeah.
My take on it, but.
So check this out. So now what they're doing, Crass, the other thing is, okay, we got this one in the bag. Let's go after Binance. So now Binance.
Yeah.
Now, here's an article. Binance customer withdrawals exceed $3 billion in 24 hours. So they're going to see if they can't get a run on that one going. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do that, and you do Tether. And Coinbase is already completely regulated. That's they got Coinbase.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Binance US is regulated.
Right.
So, but yeah, they're just trying to. They're gonna mess with them. They got big money, man. They always mess with the people who have the most money, right?
Right. You know what though, CZ, he seems to have his act together, man. I bet he's ready for this. I bet he's ready for this. We'll see.
I hope he is, and I hope the rest of the industry supports him too.
So, and then look at this. Binance International Arm saw 8.78 billion leave its exchange and 5.1 billion in incoming funds, meaning the exchange lost 3.66. So they position like there's just a bloodletting, but people are still gonna do it. That's
chump change. How much is on the exchange?
I don't know, man. I do not. It's gotta be. I mean, if the whole
250 billion or something?
Probably, because if the whole market's like 8 something, not coming up on 9, they're a good third of it at least.
The biggest,
yeah, so probably. You know.
I guess of course the big elephant in the room is all the OTC trading and where that stuff's being held, what's owned by great BlackRock and all those other big companies.
Right.
That's not, they don't hold those on an exchange.
Yeah.
I wonder how much is on exchanges versus, well, I mean, the amount of crypto that's been on exchanges has been dropping for months.
Yeah. People are getting smart, man. So.
But I did see that Gemini.
Yeah.
Gemini still does not list ADA Cardano.
Yeah, they're big Ethereum and
But
Bitcoin, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they don't hold Cardano, but they did carry FTX and all his crap and Solana.
Oh yeah, that's.
They carry Solana, but they don't carry Cardano or offer Cardano.
Right.
That's terrible. I don't understand that one bit. Well, what do they got against Cardano?
Yeah, that makes sense, huh?
I mean, that's a project that's been, they've been working on it. They move slow and meticulously, and I think that's good and good for the industry. But why wouldn't Gemini list that? I mean, they're a huge, top 10 cryptocurrency. Or have been.
They're shady, dude. They're freaking shady.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? They're so cute, those twins.
Yeah, right. Coin.
Do another, how they did that one little commercial for Ripple saying, no, but I'd like to meet Chris Larson.
Right.
They should do for one of those for Gemini.
Coinbase stock hits new all-time low amid plummeting revenues.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 36, 39.65 that got down to. That is tanking like a rock.
Mm-hmm.
So they can get into that too. They got to tank that so they can get in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's, I gotta say, Eddie, that the last 2 weeks has been, trying for the whole industry and horrible for the investors who lost money. I can't even imagine the horror. They've destroyed families and their wealth.
Right.
And, I don't even want to say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's just another example of the swamp. That's what I wanted to say.
Right.
The swamp is being exposed yet again.
It really is. I mean, if they...
Thank you, Mr. Trump, for laying down the groundwork. I think he did lay down the groundwork for this.
Yeah, there's
everything's being exposed. Nobody trusts anything these people say anymore.
No. There's major trust issues here. And there's also major trust issues in other countries too. You know what came out too, dude? Today, this is big and it's kind of under the radar. Bank of England raised a flag again and said they got pension issues today. This came out today, which means over there, this is at like 1 or 2 our time, which means over there it's middle of the night and they're panicking, having their backroom meetings and saying, guys, our pensions are collapsing. So
liquidity is gone.
I'm telling you, go ahead, Fed, and raise the rates another 0.5 point tomorrow. I dare you to, because they're crushing the world, and they're only going to force the issue. And it's not going to come from the U.S. It's going to come from overseas. A total meltdown.
They're going to melt everything else down first.
Yep.
And then we're going to be there to try to pick up pieces and scoop it all up.
Yeah, and we're going to say, okay, you guys, fine. You're melting down. We're giving up the reserve currency, but as part of the deal, we're going to get this and that. Because we're going to get ours. I don't think we're just going to run away with the tail between our legs as we run the free world,
Right.
Man, that's not on here either. It's interesting that this is not. Boy.
On any of the news sites?
Yeah, but I want to see if I can find that.
Well, let's talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's wrap this one up and call
All
it
right.
a night.
All right, people. And what's going on with you tomorrow? You're literally
I'm jumping on a boat in Miami and heading towards Key Largo.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody's down in Key Largo, I know we got some listeners down there. We'll be coming ashore on the inner side of the Keys.
Cool.
For dinner and stuff, so.
Yeah, and then you head from there.
Hit us in the comments, and maybe we'll hook up.
So, are you spending the night in Key Largo, and then you go over?
No, then we're going the next day down to Key West.
Okay.
And I think there's a window of calm water to take off from Key West very early Friday, like 4 a.m.
Okay.
But, the weather has been changing so quickly, it's really hard to stay. We could be stuck there for a week, who knows.
Yeah.
We don't go out in the open ocean when there's 7-foot waves.
Yeah.
Not in our boat, in this boat.
Got you. Here it is. Bank of England, real quick. Bank of England calls for urgent, quote unquote, global action after near collapse. This is from today, literally. Boy, they covered this good. A number of pension plans were hours from collapse when the central bank intervened. Now, this was a couple months ago. Bank emphasized the need for regulators across jurisdictions to strengthen the resilience of the sector, saying there's a need for urgent international action to reduce risks in non-bank finance. I'm telling you, dude, this is getting temporary emergency bond buying programs. So they're going totally liquid, and and the Fed's going to come out and say, "Oh, we're going to." So now they're saying, "Well, we're almost done, but when we are done, we are determined to leave the rates for higher for longer." So we're not going to, really make any move. Plan on them being up there. Baloney, dude. You guys are going to reverse course so fast. I don't believe it.
I don't think they are, man. I don't think they are. They've had this in their white papers from 30 years ago. When the time comes, they were just going to crush the world economy and come in on their white horse and sweep it all up.
Maybe you're right.
A new reset.
But
it's easier. The reset will be easier on people if they've already lost everything.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they don't give a shit about that. It's more about if the value of everything is just crushed, they can come in and buy it all up when it's on a fire sale.
Jim Cramer says he expects many layoffs at companies after Christmas. Well, why is that? I thought everything was going so great, man. Friggin'. All right, Crash.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second here. All right, you probably gotta go.
I recommend Nature Made vitamin.
Okay.
Enjoy the day.
All right, people, give us a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share this with your family. Take out a billboard and advertise Crash and Edy. Crash, you guys got it on the boat, don't you? Didn't you paint Crash and Edy on the boat going over there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right behind Georgetown. The Crash and Edy symbol.
Stay safe. We're gonna have a logo pretty soon, dude. That's 2023 stuff.
Nah, man, we got a logo. I love that logo. You can spot it. All the other ones anywhere you look.
You just love it because you made it, dude, and I'm sick of it.
Son of a gun.
All right, safe travels, my friend. People, have a good day and do the right thing. We're out.
Yeah, I live in the present. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
All right, Crash.
Dude, why didn't you tell me you didn't like the logo?
I don't know. I just figured we had.
Just because my kids made it.
Come on, it doesn't look that bad, bro. What's that mean?
I bet your kids made it.
My wife calls me a kid, so I guess I kind of did.
That's a compliment.
That took a solid 5 minutes to do. Solid. Anyways,
All right.
man.
Hey, my friends are waiting for me to go to dinner here, so I gotta roll.
Eat large, dude. Eat large. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Later.
All right.
Later.
Ciao.